Ladies and gentlemen, your favorite white colonizer, Mizrahi Jew, Swede Zionist Prince, coming to you live from an undisclosed location. We're taking a look here at a clip from the genius behind Bassem Yousef, the comedian turned Gaza Palestine Society expert. Let's see what he has to say.
I don't want to have a big argument. I'm interested in your perspective, but I have to put the question to you that I think a lot of people would want the answer to, which is, if you were the Prime Minister of Israel on October 8th, what would you do?
You see, that's again, you're resetting the clock. You are judging people what you do for their reaction.
Yeah.
Before October 7th, there is a total of 100,000 Palestinians killed and injured.
Agreed.
You cannot keep pushing people to the limit, and when they react violently, okay, what happened October 7th?
No, let's accept your argument.
What happened October 7th?
Well, I'm going to ask you that in a second, but let's accept your argument. For the sake of argument, I'm not saying this is what I think, but for the sake of argument, let's say the October 7th was a perfectly justified uprising on the basis of all the terrible atrocities Israel has committed. Let's say we accept that. Okay, you're the Prime Minister of Israel on the 8th of October. What would you do?
Yeah, because if I'm the Prime Minister of Israel, I will do exactly what Netanyahu does, because Israel have been doing more stuff than this and was getting away with it, was getting away with murder.
But that's what you would do, right?
Israel just killed 7 international workers from the UN. And you know what they did? Oh, sorry, you know what? It's war. I mean, mistakes happen. We're sorry, guys. Up yours.
Do you not think that's true, though?
Of course not, because there is a history of Israel killing international workers and UN with absolutely no consequences. If Israel today stopped the Gaza war, you know what will happen? Israel will be applauded. Thank you so much for just killing 30,000 people. We're so happy that you just killed those amount of people. And there will be no consequences for the murders and the war crimes that Israel have been doing for 6 months. It's crazy. You think, like, you're asking me what should I do? If I'm the Prime Minister of Israel like Netanyahu, I'm a killer. I'm a mass murderer. I've been killing Palestinians all my life, and I've absolutely had no pushback. So I will kill. I will do exactly what Israel
I don't mean
done.
if you were Netanyahu. I mean if you were the Prime Minister.
If I was, I wouldn't have done the stuff that would have led to October 7th.
Fine, but that's not really where we are. That's not the reality of the situation.
No, the reality of the situation that you want to corner people on October 7th and you forget what happens before.
Bassem, that's not.
Sorry, I have to pause. If you guys don't know, this man is an actual baffling idiot. But here's the thing. He stands on pedestal, and he's been doing this since October 7th, where he pretends to not support October 7th and not support Hamas. He'll always say, to be like, I condemn Hamas, I condemn October 7th. He supports it. He just can't say it because of his career. Just mind you, when he says he refuses to be backed into a corner, it is because he supports murdering Jews on October 7th. He understands it, and he supports it. That is the truth, ladies and gentlemen. That is the truth. Objectively.
You see, we're getting stuck in that same dynamic that people often have when they're having this discussion, where the pro-Israel people have their points and the pro-Palestine people have their points.
Who's doing the killing, Habibi? Who's doing the killing?
Well,
who's doing the killing? Who's stealing the land? Who's putting...
The Arabs. Sorry if that's... Hold on, Bassem, if it's not clear. 500,000 dead in Syria, 300,000 dead in Lebanon, 580,000 dead in Somalia, 50,000 in Sudan just since the beginning of 2024. Should I keep going? I will. 380,000 in Yemen. Who's doing the killing? The Arabs are doing the killing.
Pushing people out of their homes on every...
The Arabs.
Day. Who's putting another human beings in a concentration camp conditions and bombing the shit out of them?
The Arabs are doing that.
For 50 years, and then you come and talk to me about October 7th.
I'm just putting a very simple point to you, which I think is a fair point.
Which is?
Which is that to a normal person who's looking at the situation, they agree with you in that what Israel is doing is atrocious and looks horrific. And nobody wants to... I'm a father. I don't want to see babies being bombed. It's horrific.
And yet it happens.
And yet it happens.
And yet it continues to happen.
And it's horrible.
And yet my tax money and your tax money is
you've got to let me finish the point.
Sorry.
Like, you are acting as if I'm some kind of hostile interviewer, which I'm really not. I want to get to the bottom of what you think, but I'm trying to put the mainstream, ordinary, uninformed person's perspective to you, which is where I'm coming from, right? To try and unpack some of these arguments. So, yes, the normal person is... And I went to the pro-Palestine protests here in London several times and talk to people, and that's what they all say, you know what, we're horrified about what we're seeing. But you also have to be able to see that any country You say any country that's treated like Gaza and the West Bank would react in this way. Okay, let's accept that. But I put it to you that any country that was attacked the way Israel was attacked would also react in this way, right? So if I'm an ordinary person, I don't know what to think about these two things. Is that a fair argument?
No.
Tell me why.
Because again, you are talking about like if that happened to us on October 7th, and you forget the atrocities that have been happening that led to October 7th.
I don't forget.
Okay, so the thing is, it's you're really.
So then October 7th is justified. All the atrocities that Israel has done, forget everything the Arabs have done to the Jewish people. Forget all of it. Forget the first and second Intifada. Put it to the side. It doesn't matter. The suicide bombings on buses, the stabbings, the homicides, taking people hostage, dismembering people. It doesn't matter. Put it all on the side. It's only the Jews. That is just. So October 7th is justified.
Putting me in that same position. How can we react? It's like, look at what have you done before October 7th?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say, for example, you reacted badly. How long can Israel go in? And then we go into the position of like, what's a proportionate response? We've been asking what's a proportionate response since the death toll in Gaza was 3,000. Now it's 33,000.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, there's no number that's enough. This could go on for a year and you'll have 300,000 Palestinians killed, and the world will still asking, but what would have Israel done? Because we don't ask these questions when
the question still has to be asked, because whatever the background, whatever happened before, the question still has to be asked. What Israel should have done.
Exactly what they
8th.
have done.
That's what they should have done.
Yeah. Let's continue. Kill Gaza, kill the people, and then after.
Do you see how you want to answer the question? He's a bad faith actor because he supports. Whatever he says, don't believe him, because the fact that he cannot answer the question proves in every single manner that he openly supports and endorses October 7th. And I promise you, behind closed doors, with his other Arab Muslim buddies in Hollywood and all these woke Arab Muslim comedians and stand-up comics now that all talk about freeing Palestine, I promise you, he openly supports October 7th. I promise you. I promise it.
To the West Bank and kill 300,000. Yes.
Yeah, but
because I'm sorry, because if this is the kind of conversation, like what Israel that have done, they have. Remember when Israel was saying like, oh, it's not us that bombed the Al Ahli hospital, it is the Hamas. Since then they bombed 36 hospitals. Is that okay?
Hold on, you're acting as if I'm justifying anything.
No,
I'm not.
The question is very weird. What could Israel have done as if there has no other choice?
No, what could? What October 7th has happened, right? It's happened. What should Israel have done in your opinion? That's all I'm asking.
Not this?
Okay, but
then
not
what?
this. Okay, what should they have done?
Not this?
That's a negative. I'm asking what, in the positive sense, what they should
It's like the what is the woman question. What is a woman? A woman somebody who feels like a woman. What should have Israel done on October 7th? Not this. Not this. Okay, so what? All right, dipshit. What? Okay, you fucking asshole. What? What do you want Israel to do? Name a solution. Name something. Anything. Say anything. Anything of usefulness.
How should they have reacted?
My answer didn't change. Not this.
But that isn't.
They are murderers and they are violating international law. They are violating every single international piece of law, UN resolutions. And then you're asking me what else should they have done? I don't understand the question.
No. I'm not asking what else they should have done. I'm saying if a country is attacked in this way.
Look how pretentious and small this man is. Look how disgusting this man is.
I don't understand the question.
No. I'm
Look
asking what else they should have done.
Look at his reaction. Look how pompous and cocky and pretentious this man is. This is not a man who sees you and I equal. This is an Arab supremacist. Mind you, this is an Arab supremacist. This is exactly what it looks like. You ask him a basic question. He could say anything. He could be honest. They shouldn't have responded. He said they should have bombed a few. He doesn't believe in Israel defending itself because he doesn't believe in Israel because he's a genocidal Arab supremacist. That's the reality.
Saying if a country is attacked in this way, how should it react?
Maybe they stop doing what other people to do, so they will not be attacked in this way.
Okay, so you think that the Prime Minister of Israel, in the situation he's in, when X number of his own civilians have been slaughtered, is in a position to say, okay, we'll just stop doing whatever we're doing. We're not going to respond in any way. You think that you should do that?
No. Let him continue killing. I mean, your question is like, it's like you're going in and you are nuking a whole country because you've been attacked. Like, what else would I do?
But hold on.
What else?
But
he's literally not. I mean, he literally gave you every single point you wanted. He said they're doing the genocide. He gave you everything. He just said, what should they have done on October 7th? But you're too much of a fucking idiot to be able to answer the question.
But this is, I mean, look at history. Like, would you say that what the Allies did in Germany in World War II?
The Dresden conversation.
It's not the Dresden conversation.
Yeah.
We dropped 50 Hiroshimas a month on Germany for a year and a half.
And that's good.
Who said it's good?
This is the thing. It's like this is because this is the same talking points of Israel. Look what the Allies did in Dresden. What did it's just the fact that
That's
like
not what I
something
said.
horrific that happened in the past does not justify what you're doing in the future.
No,
now.
I'm not saying that something horrific happened in the past justifies what we're doing in the future. And by the way, I'm surprised about the way this conversation is going because before we started, you were like, I'm a big fan of you guys. And I really am keen to have
because
an
the
honest
question is
conversation.
very infuriating. The question when you ask people, if you're in Israel position, what you should have done.
Yeah.
Again, you are asking me to quantify the reaction of the atrocity that's been happening all through. And what else did you...
No.
Like, if your only choice is killing children and killing unarmed civilians, and this is... Show me one war where 80% of a place were destroyed, 50% of the victims were children, and 100% of the population were displaced, and then you tell me you don't have any other choice?
I didn't say any of those things. All I'm saying to you is there is a reality of where we are, right? And whether you like it or not, or whether I like it or not, I don't like it, you don't like it, right? But it's not going to get solved by pretending that Israel is in a position.
And how could it be solved?
I have no idea. That's why I'm asking you.
Okay, good.
But you say not like this, and you don't give a positive.
Well, I have
vision.
no idea either. But what is happening? Israel is a rogue.
That's a fair answer.
Israel is a rogue.
It took the motherfucker 9 minutes to say, I don't know. So then shut the fuck up, Bassem. Shut the fuck up. If you don't know and are willing to offer another solution, just shut the fuck up. You are literally too dumb to answer this question. You are a stupid human being. A very stupid human being. You are dumb. You shouldn't be a part of this conversation at all, in any context. You're literally too stupid to understand it. That's my honest thoughts. I genuinely... There's not a lot of people I dislike like this badly. From the beginning of the war, this guy has been posturing, he's been fence-sitting, and then he just openly started advocating for Hamas, which is what he's doing in this video. Openly advocating for Hamas. This is a Hamas talking point. Nothing more, nothing less. Anyways, appreciate you guys watching my videos. Thanks for supporting my channel. See you guys in the next one. Love you a long time. Goodbye, clats. If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat, or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.